Chris, a lot of the fans, of course, this time of year, no matter what team it is, they're asking who's going to be the closer, especially with this one. What's your thought as a reliever, veteran reliever, been around? Do you worry about roles? Do you think a lot about what your role is going to be this year?
No, honestly, throughout my whole career, I've never, this is a time to get ready to pitch. So I feel like, the eighth, the seventh, eighth, ninth, whatever, it's pretty much the same if you're coming in with the lead. So I'm just preparing to come in and put up zeros.
You guys lost Melanson and Green and O'Day, but you obviously return a lot of guys, and you got some young guys that maybe were coming off injuries and whatever. Do you look at this bullpen as could be potentially as good as last year's?
Losing those three guys those are three great arms. But obviously we got really good young arms to back them up. So I'm not worried about it. I think everybody here has the same mindset. Just go out, do our jobs, and kind of follow suit.
Do you think some guys like Jacob Webb, for instance, could step up into a bigger role now that there's some openings there?
Yeah, there's several guys that are going to be able to step up. Last year they could have, but obviously there's three veteran guys in there that just everyone was pitching well, and it ended up working out well for us. So
one run lead in the seventh compared to a 1-run lead in the ninth. Does the heartbeat race a little bit more, or do you still mentally approach everything the same way and feel the same way?
Mentally approach everything the same way. Your job is to go out there and keep the game where it is, no matter what the score is. If we're down by 5 or up by 5, you want to keep the game where it is, and that's the job as a relief pitcher, or minimize damage if you get into a little, situation you don't want to be in. So that's our job. Minimize or keep the game where it is.
Chris, how does the new baseball feel, and how does it fly?
Well, I haven't been in a game yet. I've been pitching in the back, simulated games in the backfields, but it feels fine to me. I don't feel any difference really. I don't know about flying or not. I think that's gonna be a little bit until you can really tell how that is.
Thank you.
Have you has that been by choice? I know they've had a lot of guys throw on the backfields and sim games and all that, so they can get some other guys into games, or does it matter to you as long as you're throwing somewhere?
I think for me, it's just getting out there and getting repetitions. I think I can tell myself when I need to amp it up, and I've been throwing well on the backfield simulated games, and I'll be getting in games here coming soon. So I'm not worried about, I know what I need to do to get ready.
What have you thought of Will coming in this year healthy and not having to go through what he did last year? Can you tell the difference? Does he look like he did late in the season?
I've seen him throw a few times in the backfield. Yeah. Last year's tough. It was tough for everybody. And obviously he had gotten the virus and had a setback, and it was just a difficult season last year, but we still pitched well. I expect us to be right back in it next year. So.
Go ahead.
Anything else?
Oh, just usually when we're down there, you hear chatter of guys talking, hey, man, have you seen him pitch or seen him hit? And it kind of like it spreads among the clubhouse of guys really standing out, looking really good. You heard any whispers of, guys we haven't been able to see that just balling?
It's a little bit different this year. You got COVID, so you're in and out. You're not really sticking around for games. They're making sure that we're staying away from each other as much as possible. And it's a little bit different year in that aspect. Yeah, you don't hear the buzz as much. You do hear every now and then guys doing this and that, but it is definitely different this year. But it is what it is. We got to go out there and be ready to go.
And what's your COVID setup? Where are you going home to, and how are you passing the time?
Actually, we pulled a fifth wheel down this year. Actually, it's nice. It's our own thing. We didn't have to worry about getting to a house with not being clean or anything like that. So it's worked out well.